Hey everybody, it's Friday, it's the end of another week, so I figured I would shoot another quick video just to show some of the things that I've been working on this week. Like I said last week, excuse me, something I want to do on a regular basis going forward, I hope. So far 2 weeks I've done, this is the second video, so far we're good. It's early yet in the year though, so you never know. Anyway, this is basically everything I've been working on for this week. The first thing is my, I have my shockwave kits, not the paint bottle. These are the shockwave kits that I'm selling through my web store. You basically get the vest here. These are the painted versions that I'm finishing up. You get the vest, you get the fist, you get the head, and you get the arm cannon. And the arm cannon has a flexible hose on it like that. The vest is also, you know, flexible, so you can get it on and off your action figure. Those kits are available. That one there is a painted version. They're available through my web store. I also sell them unpainted. The casts are just black or gray. And when you put it all together, you'll end up with something like this, which is a figure that I showed a little bit last week. I did a few more minor touch-ups on him, so that's why he's in this video again. You know, he's a completed figure, and again, I'll be putting him up on eBay this week, I hope. I said it last week too, but like I said, then I went back and I looked, and there was a couple of touch-ups that needed to be made. But now he's all done, so he's all set to go. Same thing with this guy here. This is my little Gears of War dude. He was on last week's video, but I made a few changes. I painted like a white glaze over some of the blue parts to give it a little bit more of a lighted look. I had the logo here in red. I repainted that to white. One main thing that he is still missing is his tattoo. I've been looking at the pictures of the tattoo online, and it seems like a very daunting task, so I've kind of been putting it off a little bit, but that's basically the only thing that he still needs. And then he has another tattoo over here that's a little bit easier. It's just like a, what do they call that? Like a pattern that goes over his bicep, which seems to be an easier pattern than the tattoo that's on this side, because that tattoo looks like this. That's basically the tattoo. Now, obviously, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get, you know, Anthony and Benjamin R.I.P. painted on an arm that size, but I'm going to try and come up with something that looks as close to this as possible. Actually, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and shrink this down small enough to a water slide decal and just put that on his arm. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. But if that fails, then my fallback is just to try and paint it. You know, I'll have to see what happens there. This is my gargoyle. Again, still a work in progress. Here is his head. You can get kind of a, you know, an idea of what he looks like with the head on there, and then his wings. His wings are here, and what I'm going to do, they're not done yet, but what I'm going to do is magnetize them. I'm going to cut these little balls off. Right now he has these two little holes in the back of his back. That's where these balls go in, but it didn't work the way I had wanted it to, so I'm going to cut the balls off and use some magnets. So that, you know, the wings will stay on magnetic, and then you can, you know, you can adjust them. You can bring them up, bring them down, whatever you want to do with them. Basically, this week I touched up all the paint. If you go and look at some of the pictures from last week, he had a whole bunch of purple paint all over his body from where I was just slopping purple paint on to cover up the some of the straps and things like that. So I went back and I've covered that. He's basically base coated at this point. I still have about 2 different glaze coats of lighter shades of orange, one lighter shade and then like a highlight shade that'll go over the top of this, and it'll give him a nice translucent skin texture, I hope. I still have to fix his feet. His feet are still a little bit of they're not done yet. So that's still a little bit of a work in progress there for the feet. Alright. And then I have 2 new projects that I worked on today. I'll start with this one. Actually, I didn't do these today. I did just throughout the week I did them. Alright. This one is going to be a Pythona from the G.I. Joe movie, the animated film. She's part of Cobra La. And I'm going with a little bit of a different look for her. The original one has a ponytail. As a matter of fact, here's the ponytail that was on the back of this head, but I cut it off. I wanted to look a little bit more creepy, if that's possible. I'm not sure if you can really see this torso. I wish I could say I sculpted it, but I did not. But it has a lot of nice little detail that looks very organic to me, at least. And what I hope to do is on the legs to sculpt the legs and the arms, the lower arms, to sculpt some pieces that have this similar organic look to it. So it'll kind of mesh everything together. And then the head, like I said, I cut the ponytail off, and I think I'm going to leave it off because I think that just having her head bald like this gives her a creepier look. And that's kind of what I'm going for with this figure. Now, one thing that I did with this figure that I've never done before, I've never tried it before, but I'm actually pretty happy with the way it came out, was I magnetized her torso. So, you know, if you look at it, the magnets, you know, they slide back together. You can turn the torso either, you know, any way you want. You don't have to worry about that little plastic peg snapping off. There's basically a magnet in each side, one on the bottom and one on the top of the torso, and they just connect together, you know. And I use the rare earth magnets. I don't know exactly what size that one is, or those two are, but they work pretty well, you know. I mean, so far I'm pretty happy with the you know, the magnetic torso that I've got going on here. And then the last project that I started for this week is actually this is going to be Carol Danvers in her Captain Marvel costume. It's basically just about done. I just have to do some yellow detailing on here. She has a little star logo and then some stripes that go around here. I also have a little sash belt that goes on. This is gonna kind of go right around here like that, somewhere around there, you know. So that'll look like that. And then I have her her head, which I have not completed yet. And that still has to get completed and painted. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, again, I didn't really finish any projects this week, but I have been, you know, slaving away at these here. The only other thing that I did this week was some casting. I've been pretty busy doing some casting, filling some orders in my store. Here's some Marvel Legends. Whoops. Here's some Marvel Legends size pieces. You know, did some restock. Here's a few more of the 1/18 scale pieces that I've done. So I restocked a lot of the pieces in my store, and you know, that's it. I don't have anything new to put in my store. Probably not till next week. Have some new molds that I'm working on. Maybe I'll do a video of those pieces once they're done. But for now, that's it. That's my week in review, or as I like to call it, what the fuck did I do this week? And that's what I did. Basically, once again, I haven't really finished any projects, unfortunately, for me. But I'm getting there, you know. Gargoyle, Pythona, Captain Marvel, Gears of War, Clayton Carmine, I believe his name is. And then Shockwave. And the Shockwave kits and some more casts. And once again, I'll put all the links down below this video. I'll put all the links to my store, my Facebook, you know, all that good stuff. And, you know, just like everything else, like everyone else says, leave a comment, ask questions, subscribe for more videos, and that's about it. So, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.